Rosie Napravnik here for TwinSpires, and I'm here with John Velazquez. Johnny, you have been lucky this year. We have post-position draws early, and Fierceness drew the 17 hole and was marked the morning line favorite. What do you think about the post-position draw last night?
Well, I'm pretty sure Mike Ripoli was very happy about it. We talked about it last week, and he says like he wished to have a post position from the outside, so that's where we landed, and I think I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually thinking that most of the draws last night, there wasn't any particular horse that drew something that would be really detrimental. So it seems like it makes for a really fair race.
It is. I mean, it's all about, even whatever position you get, it's about how the horse breaks out of there, though. It's important for the horse to break out of there once the door is open. The first two jumps are pretty crucial, though. So you don't want to get into a bumping match for 5 or 6 jumps out of there, and that's the most important thing, though. So I think we got a good pose, and hopefully we break really good, so we don't have to be any compromises right out of the gate.
Speaking about a gate, Fierceness has a comment on his on his racing form that says pinballed out of the gate in the Holy Bull, and you were aboard for that race, one of his puzzling defeats. Is there anything that you can take away from that race? And this might sound weird, but is there anything that you can take away from that race that's actually a positive as to why he was defeated and why it doesn't necessarily transform to his future races?
I mean, you said it right. I mean, he got hit really, really hard. But 3 or 4 jumps, I got him out of the stroll, basically, even though we went wide to the first turn. He got a little bit aggressive, so I wanted to take a hold of him, and I mean, it was slow pace, and he kind of threw the head up a little bit. I probably took a little too much hold of him. But when I got to the back stretch, I put my hands down and put the head in front of the horse in front. I thought he was going to win easy, though, and I mean, the only thing I can think of, that a positive that he was hit pretty hard, and he ran it a very decent race. Why he got beat, I mean, the only thing I can think of, maybe he just needed the race, been in 2.5 months off, and not quite ready for it, and obviously getting bumped really hard and everything, so might take it a little bit out of him. But other than that, I thought he'd run a decent race other than not win it.
I think that there's very little argument for any sort of lack of talent. He seems to be one of the most talented horses in this field for sure, and it seems like if he gets a clean trip, he is absolutely going to be the one to beat. Is there any specific conversation that you and Todd have had, or do you expect to have that in the coming days?
Not really. I guess the closer that we get to the race, we start looking in the competition, see what we love to do, in the race. We got a good post to see where we land. I think the post will help us, obviously, if he breaks really well. And I can see whoever wants to go to the lead. It was like, I assuming, he's been in the first 3 or 4 horses anyway, going to that first turn, and we go from there.
There was a time when I was a really young rider where Todd Pletcher and Johnny Velazquez were absolutely unbeatable. It was always the two of you together. How does it feel to be riding the favorite again for Todd in the Derby?
Thank you for making us feel so old, but
that was not my intention.
It feels great. It feels really great. I mean, Todd and I been together for many years, and to have this opportunity to come back as old as we are.
As you both are.
Having these opportunities, to be here and with a really good horse, so it feels great.
Well, thank you so much, Johnny. I'm also getting older. It's been 10 years since I retired, if you can believe it. But good to see you, and best of luck this weekend.
It's all for fun.